Hello, hello, hello. Now I've hit the go button 3 minutes early because I'm like bored sitting here waiting for you guys. So here I am. Hi. Now we've got a huge week. Huge. Bitcoin's in a really nice position, and there's a couple of different patterns that I can see, but it's huge. So let's quickly run over kind of like what's happening. I've got some bullet points. So we've got government shutdown, day 27. It's causing so many data blackouts. We're not knowing what's happening behind the scenes. We're not getting all the data released. So the markets are just like, oh, what to do? Do I go sideways? Do I go up? Do I go down? So that's happening. We've got the FOMC meeting happening this week on the 28th and 29th. So will we get that information? Will it get told to us? Will Powell let us know? So, yeah. So if it's a 25 basis points, it's probably going to be priced in by then. If it's more, we're breaking out. So that's what I'm saying again. We've also got big tech earnings this week. Massive, like 15.2 trillion market cap we're talking about here. So we've got Microsoft, Alphabet, Meta, Apple, Amazon, and then we've got the Trump, China summit. So that is happening on October 30. We've got Halloween on October 31st. So there's a lot happening. A lot. So how has everyone's week been? Have you survived the boredom? Alts are looking quiet, and they're probably still going to look quiet until Big Daddy gives us the thumbs up and goes, okay, we're green. So if we get the green go ahead from BTC, then alts will follow. Obviously, ETH will follow, alts will follow. But let's quickly jump into some charts. We'll get those up and we can have a look and see what is actually happening and where we're going in this market. So, yeah, what happened to October? Like, where's my October? It's like, so far we've had then and then. I'm hoping by the end of this week and the FOMC, we're going to go and then, and it's just going to keep going up. So at the moment, what we can see on this chart that makes me think we are going to go up over the next few days. So we had this candle here. So this one is slightly larger. Then we've got this green candle, which is slightly smaller. So that forms a bullish Harami pattern. If you don't know what that is, you're not even getting started in crypto, because they got told what that is this morning. And that means the market is going up for now because that's a bullish pattern. The other indicator that we saw this morning is, look at this volume on the weekly. It is massive. So, and we've got less sell pressure with that volume. So we are changing momentum here. We've also got the stock RSI, which has just crossed over. So that is all three of my indicators, all four actually, going boom, boom, boom. So this is what I'm seeing. We are going to get and then, and we're going to hit this resistance. This is a new all-time high. So this is my October all-time high. And this is 127,000. So I think we're going here. This is where we're going by probably FOMC. We get 25 basis points, we're going down from there. We get 50 basis points, we'll have a little bit of a correction, and then we'll shoot up and we'll see the phallus object that I posted this morning on my October, like trying to get you guys to like get excited about dildos happening. So we're looking for a giant green dildo this week. And that's what I think is going to happen. So again, just to recap, we're here at the moment by FOMC. Hopefully we get, before FOMC, we normally get a bit of a bounce. So we should be going up to go and then we're hitting 127. FOMC comes and we actually get some news and we know what's happening. And Powell comes out and he's like, yep, it's unanimous. We've voted 25 basis points. Down the market goes. So then he comes out and he's like, oh, no, sorry, got it wrong. It was 50 basis points. Market's like, hell yeah. And then it goes up. So that's what is going on this week. So we're still in this very, very boring part of the market where we're like, which way are we going? Are we going down? Has Bitcoin topped? Was that the 100,064 days? And was that it? Was that the complete? Was that the ending? And, you know, we've got a few alts and stuff completing patterns. And it's like, no, this can't be over. It's the worst bull market we've ever had. So we don't want it to be over yet. We want something to happen. And then we continue. And something else that I can say that with my USDT chart, this is the most exciting thing and why I think we're going up, why I know we're going up this week. So we just crossed the pivot. We have just crossed the pivot. So that means this isn't bullish chart anymore. It's now a bearish chart. So that means inverse BTC is going up at the moment. So if we're flicking back to my BTC chart, we are in that bullish Harami pattern and we're going up. So the bullish Harami pattern completes at about 124, but I think once you guys get a bit more bullish, we'll probably hit that resistance at 127. So that's kind of where we're going at the moment. All indicators on the weekly are pointing to that. When we drop down to the daily, it's still looking really good. We've got a breakout and the 9 and 21 EMA are just about to cross. We've just crossed 100. Excuse me. So this is bullish. The only thing that says, okay, we've got to pull back soon is momentum on the stock RSI, but it can sit up the top for a little bit. It doesn't matter. It will often just sit there while it sort of plays out the pattern. You can see here. So that might happen in this region. So we've got lots and lots of volume coming in and the MACD has flipped into the positive. So for me, this is looking quite good coming up to FOMC. So next pivot, 119.761 is the next major pivot that we need to break. And then we've got 124.704, 126.018, and 127 is the next major resistance. So keep an eye on those. But with that USDT breakdown, that means BT is going up definitely. For now anyway, but go back over if you've just joined and I've just explained what will happen with the FOMC this week and a big week ahead. So DXY, we still want this to die. We want this to, you know, play some heavy metal music and it's like, die, motherfucker, die. Sorry for those that don't like swearing, but words. Anyway, so don't play that song if you don't like swearing. But yeah, that's what we want the USDT DXY to do. So that's what we're looking for right now. So in the chat, I've got a few people. So hi, Sadi. I've got MAB. Hello, good morning. CryptoLite, hi. Haven't seen you for a while in here. Liz, hi. Is it daylight savings where you guys are? Have you just turned the clocks back or something? Because there's a lot more people. 92K, no, not at the moment for CryptoLite. And Liz, yes, we've been crossing EMAs, MAs on various timeframes. So that is a really positive sign. And if you guys have watched for a long time, I look for that. I love it. It's like that means we are going in the right direction. So Bitcoin dominance is just sitting there, but I do expect that shall move sometime this week. So, and yeah, lucky Liz, your meeting got cancelled. That's awesome. Welcome. Join us. You get to see me being crazy live. Crypto Kiwi, hi, you're across the ditch. For anyone that doesn't live in Australia and New Zealand, they won't know what that term means, because New Zealand is literally across the ditch from Australia. It's just jump on a plane, you're there. TradingView should have a new apparently indicator called the Lisa enthusiasm metric. It's like off all the charts today because we've finally got some momentum. It's like, whoa, yay, move. So yeah, but we just, our fingers crossed, we want 50 basis points. 50, even another cut, just 25, but I think 25 will be priced in by the time we get there. So total crypto market cap has broken the pivot as well at 3.81. Now this next pivot for this one is 4.02. We break 4.02 on this, and this is game on. So it's like, let's go. ETH, this was a request from in Getting Started in Crypto and also on Twitter. So this is a weekly. We also had a bullish Harami candle here, and we're going up. We're just underneath the pivot for ETH, which is 4268. Breaking that, the next pivot's 4438, and then that is game on for ETH, and we can continue up. We are on the weekly here, and we are just about to cross on the indicators, and it's looking quite good. Now down on the daily, we had a daily buy signal this week, so that's a really strong indicator that ETH has some movement coming up. Now, if we don't cross this wave at 4438, this is still corrective. So that's our bullish, like major bullish pivot for ETH. So not passing that, we've still got some downtrend to go for ETH. The BTC pair is just sort of creeping along that support, still looking good, still holding. If ETH does have one more pullback, it's going to come back down and test that 200 MA. That's sitting at about, at the moment, 0.03. So just be aware of that. And yeah, so we are going to get into some alts. I've got some charts already up and ready to go. But before we do that, the weekly wrap up is brought to you by OKX, and our sponsor is changing next week. So, but OKX, so if you want to have a look at them and join, you can. It's epic. It's actually, I love their platform, and it's super easy to use if you are a beginner. It has OCO, which is my go-to. So, which means one cancels the other, and it just means that you can put your order in and put a stop loss and a sell order at the same time, and there's protection. So if you do want to sign up, 1890266, and that will give you some bonuses. So get on board. And I'm just going to take you through to an ad for Getting Started in Crypto. Of course, that's my signals business. If you want to come and check us out, here we go. I've just got to find my ad now. May not happen. Here I am like going, oh yeah, we're going to have an ad, but here we go. Hang on, it's coming. And we're back. And yes, Getting Started in Crypto has a really cool app. So you've got everything on your iPhone. And it gives you alerts when the trades go out, everything. So it's a really cool website, really cool platform. So, and it was built just for me. So yeah, so it's awesome. And I'm really grateful for the people that made that. Now let's jump into some alts. First request was SEI. Now, same thing as I've been saying the whole time for a lot of these alts. Now we could be getting ending diagonals in these and a truncated fifth because they are tending to take off from this point. So the next pivot on say will be 22.8, so 0.228. Keep an eye on that. But the daily here, the 9 and the 21, once they cross, this is bullish. So what happens is, I'm just going to draw some squiggles because they always work. Loves to follow my waves. What happens is it'll cross, it'll come back down, it'll hit the 200 MA there, it'll come back down, it'll go up, it'll hit the resistance there, it'll come back down. Hopefully it'll get to this pivot, this next pivot, it'll come back down, and then it'll shoot up. So that's kind of what's been happening at the moment. There's a lot of like congestion, just sell pressure, like getting through that sell pressure, and then they're taking off. So 50 basis points BTC, these are all taking off straight after. So just be aware. HTF, same thing, same pattern. Could be truncated fifth wave just with this wick. Ignore the wick on these patterns, doesn't matter. It was a liquidation, like capitulation wick. Can't even speak today. So about to cross over again on the 9 and 21 EMA. Immediate pivots above 0.63. Next pivot there is 0.692. Major bullish pivot on this one is 0.0866. So when it crosses that, that is like huge. Ondo, we've been looking at this over the last few weeks, and again, same pattern. So same thing happening. No EMAs on this chart, but you can see that we're sitting here. This is only a 4-hour chart. We're sitting here above the 100. So what will normally happen, it will come back down and retest that region, come up, hit the 200, usually sort of sit there for a little bit. 200 is a little bit harder to pass. The 100 and the 200 will swoop. They will go like this, hopefully. 100 will come up, and it's like, oh, game on, we're bullish. So that's essentially what happens. We've got a little bit of momentum still to sort of work through with the indicators. We're very congested in that region. So Ondo is still looking quite congested right here at the moment. Doesn't have huge amounts of volume coming in. So once that volume starts to enter, that's when you want to go, okay, it's going to slowly push up because it's a low volume coin. But when it does move, it will really move. Litecoin's another one that is quite interesting. It's coming up to a resistance. So that resistance here is 103.55. It does look quite high on the daily indicators on the stock. So that does mean that it's going to hit that resistance. It's going to pull back. Doesn't mean it won't break through. So we've got bullish momentum on both the MACD and the RSI. So I've taken off all of the other indicators. I'll put those back on and just show you. I've got a 50 on this chart as well, because that's in a pivotal place on this chart. As you can see, it's just at that resistance and it's kind of hugging it and keeping it down. We've had a bearish cross on the 100 and the 50. So that is going to be quite a difficult region to sort of get through. So for Litecoin. So once it does pass that, that is when it's going to really, really build momentum. So it may sit around that level for a little bit, just sort of, you know, testing the regions and trying to break through. There's going to be a lot of sell pressure in that region. As you can see, we've still got quite a bit of sell pressure coming in on the volume. XRP is has got quite a strong resistance as well within this region. So it's got 100 MA, it's got a pivot, and it's also got the channel resistance. So that does mean maybe this is not a complete pattern. So maybe it might hit that region, come back down to the median line, which is about 24. So once we've got, I'm going to just put some squiggles. So maybe come up to that median line, which is also the resistance, come back down here, hit there. We're now forming some sort of like breakout pattern. Oh, no, not sure about breaking out, coming back down to retest. Oh, yeah, I can do it now. And that's when we know we can take off. But this is all going to be dependent on that 50 basis points. So we get 25 basis points, maybe not. Where maybe, coming up, testing that pivot, testing that resistance, coming back down, testing that as support, coming back up like, ooh, and sitting in this region for a bit. So that's the alternative for XRP. Obviously, we like the first one. ADA. Now this one's signal. So this one's still needs to. It's so slow. The market's so slow. I think this is the slowest month I've had like in 4 years in the whole entire market. So it still has lots of room to move. EMA's starting to cross up, and then we've got those indicators 100 and 200 above and sitting there. So being a little bit difficult. So hang on, we've got Crypto Kiwi is on the sunny Gold Coast. Nice. Jealous. Are you near the beach? And Crypto Light is saying what has sold me is a fifth down, is looking at the weekly MACD. I think we've had a fourth. Like, I think we've still got the fifth wave to go. And I think that's what we're waiting for on BTC. Like, if we break that high and we start to break out, like, on what we're seeing, then this is going into a fifth and final wave, or potentially a third primary, like third of third. So, and that is where we'll see momentum really, really change. 116 and I've got Robbie here, 116 or 92. I'm not seeing that at the moment. So if you missed the start, then I kind of explain why I'm not seeing 116 or 92. So back to alts. So ZBCN. So this is my squiggles that I've been drawing. Now it hit. Look at that. All right, that's pretty good. So now we're in this D wave, which we've been in. So this is going to basically, if this is still corrective and a D wave, it'll do an A, a B. It won't pass that pivot. It'll come back down and it'll do a D. It'll hit that resistance and then it'll come back down for an E. Now, if this is bullish now, we'll still do the pivot. We'll probably just touch the pivot and break through. We'll come back down for 2. Then we'll come up to this pivot and then we'll come back down, test the 1, and then we'll continue for the 5. So that's the variation on patterns here. We still look like we're getting a wave up at the moment though. So just due to what BTC is doing. So that's pretty much it. Fingers crossed, 50 basis points. And we are heading like to the moon again. So, and I won't have to put up like penis jokes and images to get BTC excited. So, and that's what's been happening. It's manifesting. It's like, give me a green dildo this week. I need a green dildo. So like, just keep manifesting it with me. And like when you talk to people, just say, yeah, I need a green dildo this week. And they'll be like, what? And you're like, yeah, just give me a green dildo. But say it with a really straight face. And then BTC will do its thing because everyone's like, the collective is manifesting BTC. So there we go. It's like, yeah, Lisa's gone nuts. But anyway, that's why you guys join in. So what can I say? Anyway, so I'll be here if, depending what happens on FOMC, I might do another live. I don't know. If it gets a bit exciting, I might jump on. But there's a whole heap of videos coming out over the next few weeks just explaining how crypto all began and where it came from, how it started, the journey. And I think they're pretty cool how trading sort of crypto started. So if you like them, please comment on them, and they help get the message out. They help get other people seeing it. And that's what I'm trying to do, bring more people into crypto, so there's more money in crypto, so we can have, more bounces in crypto. So yeah, keep sharing it. If you like stuff that I post, please hit the like button here, YouTube, X, wherever you're watching this, Instagram, TikTok. And if you do like psychology, neuroscience, that sort of stuff, make sure you're heading to Instagram and TikTok, because that's where it's at. And of course, if you want daily Bitcoin updates, ETH updates, and trade signals, please head to gettingstartedincrypto.com. And if you don't want to do it all by yourself, the Lisabot.trade. So check that out. So thank you everyone for joining me. And if you've got any questions after this, please put them under whichever platform you're watching, and I will catch you very, very soon. Bye.